Welcome to this deep dive. Today, we're going to unpack a phrase that's so everyday it's almost invisible. How are you?
Right.
We've looked into our sources, and it's not just about finding, polite replacements. It's really about how language can actually build connection, proper rapport,
Uh,
and, well, how it helps us truly see the person right there with us. So our mission today, explore ways to ask how someone's doing that feel warmer, maybe a bit deeper, turn routine chat into real connection.
yeah, and what's really fascinating, I think, is how just a small shift, just changing a few words, can completely alter the feel of a conversation. We all get into these linguistic ruts, don't we?
Habits.
Exactly. But if we consciously choose words that actually fit the situation, fit the moment, we can create this sense of genuine presence,
Mm,
real understanding. You make the other person feel properly heard.
yeah.
And this deep dive, well, it's going to shine a light on those moments where language really clicks, where it feels alive.
Okay, so let's get into it. How are you? Our sources are pretty clear that it often feels like just a formality because, well, most of the time it is.
It really is. It's what linguists call phatic communication.
Phatic.
Yeah, phatic. It means the language is there mainly to open the channel, maintain social contact, not really to exchange information.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Like oiling the social wheels?
Precisely. It sets up that almost automatic fine, thanks you loop.
Which rarely invites anything real, does it?
Not usually. So by choosing words that are more referential,
Meaning they refer to something specific.
exactly, something real in the here and now, that can totally transform the exchange from just a ritual into something, well, meaningful.
So we're trying to make someone feel genuinely seen, not just
That,
sort of nodded at.
that's the core of it. You want to bypass that standard, almost pre-recorded response, and one way is to frame your greeting as more of an observational inquiry.
Okay, observational inquiry. What does that look like?
It means you start by noticing something real about them or the situation you're both in. It taps into what psychologists sometimes call situational awareness.
Right. Showing you're actually paying attention.
Yes. And that instantly makes the interaction feel more authentic. It shows your attention isn't just on autopilot, it's present.
That focus on being present,
Mm-hmm.
on situational awareness, that sounds key. So let's take an example. Say you meet a friend, it's chucking it down with rain outside, you're in a coffee shop.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, just, how are you?
You could try something simple,
Hmm.
context-based, like, how's your morning going, despite this weather, or staying dry, okay.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Directly connects to the shared reality.
Exactly. And studies on active listening show that these kinds of open-ended specific questions, they don't just feel more personal, they actually trigger a different response in the brain, more engagement.
So you're shifting gears from social script
To inviting a genuine description, something
yeah.
they haven't just said 5 times already that morning. It signals immediately, I'm noticing your reality right now.
And that immediacy, that feels important.
Yeah.
Okay, different scenario. You see a colleague, end of the day, they look absolutely wiped out. Slumped shoulders, the works,
Mm-hmm.
the automatic, how are you, feels almost wrong then, doesn't it?
You can feel a bit tenured, yeah.
So our sources suggest just acknowledging what you see. Maybe something really simple like rough day or just long one, huh?
Yes. And that taps into the power of validation.
Validation, okay.
When you just state what you perceive, their obvious tiredness, you're not just observing, you're actually validating their feeling, their experience.
Other than having to spell it out?
Exactly.
Mhm.
And research, particularly around emotional intelligence, shows that the simple acknowledgement can be, well, profoundly relieving for someone.
Creates a bit of space.
It does. A safe space, potentially, for a more honest answer. If they want to give one, no pressure.
That makes sense. A really useful approach for those tougher moments.
Yeah.
But what about the flip side? What if someone looks, I don't know, totally buzzing, genuinely happy, eyes shining?
Yeah, great question.
Do we still default to, how are you? It seems like a missed opportunity.
It absolutely is. The material we looked at strongly suggests leaning right into that positive vibe.
So something like,
Maybe, wow, what's making you smile so much today? Or even, you look like you've got amazing news. What's up?
okay, more direct, more playful.
Definitely. And this is where something called the reciprocity principle can work beautifully. By directly noticing and naming their positive emotion, you're inviting them to share it.
And people generally like sharing good news.
They often do. It connects you to their joy, and research backs this up, mirroring positive feelings, positive affect. It really strengthens social bonds.
Sets a completely different tone right from the start.
Instantly. You're straight into a positive, open space, not navigating the usual pleasantries first.
Okay, so we've covered the everyday, the tough moments, the joyful ones. What about quieter times? Maybe you're just sitting with someone close, end of the day, things are winding down.
More intimate settings.
Yeah. Does "how are you" fit there? Or are there better options?
Our sources suggest gentler, maybe more introspective alternatives could work well there. Things like, what's been on your mind lately?
Oh, that's quite open.
It is. Or even something like, how's your heart today? Depending on the relationship, obviously.
How's your heart? That's quite deep.
It can be, yes. But phrases like these, they move past the surface level. They gently invite a bit more, maybe some vulnerability. They create what sociologists talk about as psychological safety.
A space where it feels okay to share something real.
Exactly. An opening for a potentially deeper connection, but importantly, without demanding it. It's an invitation, not an interrogation.
Right. That distinction feels crucial. So pulling this all together, what does it mean for just our normal, everyday chats? We've seen these small shifts, right? Noticing the weather, acknowledging someone looks tired,
Yeah.
celebrating their smile.
Tiny adjustments.
Yeah, tiny things that can really change the feel of that initial greeting. And the point isn't to sound, I don't know, unnatural or like you're trying too hard.
No, not at all.
It's about actually becoming more natural, more genuinely curious, more present in the moment.
More authentic.
And maybe the biggest payoff is you help the other person feel genuinely heard, seen, valued.
Absolutely. And that brings us to a kind of challenge, maybe, for you listening. The next time you catch yourself just about to say, how are you? Maybe just pause for half a second.
Just take a beat.
Yeah. And try one of these alternatives we've talked about. Maybe it's just, how's everything going on your side? If you're talking to a colleague.
Oh, what's new with you this week? If you haven't seen a friend for a bit.
Exactly. And notice, don't just notice how they answer differently. Notice how you feel during that little exchange. Does it feel different?
More engaged, maybe?
Perhaps. Because when you connect this to the bigger idea, it becomes clear, doesn't it? Language mastery, it's not really about perfect grammar or fancy words.
No.
It's about the warmth, the honesty, the intention you put into your everyday words, using them to make someone feel maybe just a little less alone.
That's where the real connection happens.
That's where language really comes alive, when it fits the moment, the person, and, what you genuinely want to convey from the heart.